weather's made quite a drastic change over this weekend. It was supposed to be really sunny and warm, but it's raining. It's Sunday today, and apparently it's going to rain all day long, which is great for garden, but not so much for us if you want to be outside any weekend checking, your raised beds and things like that. But we can still do bits and bobs in greenhouse. We had a greenhouse just next door to this one, which was really overgrown with weeds, and I kept saying we need to get that sorted and maybe get some plants in before it's too late. So yesterday I decided that the two jobs that I needed to get done was, one, fix that greenhouse because the wind knocked all the glass out of the door and smashed it all. So we put some fresh panes of glass in there because I always keep a few spare at back at shed, and then we gave it a good dig over, got all the weeds out, and there were a lot of weeds, and we've planted some tomatoes in there. So I'll show you what we did yesterday. So we put those panes of glass in there, got them sorted out, just needs a bit of a clean. And then if you saw a previous video, you'll remember that this was really overgrown with weeds, but we gave it a bit of a dig, and we've popped some tomato plants in there as well, and a couple of cucumbers. At the moment they don't really look much of anything, but I'm sure they'll soon get a hold. But at least we've got that job done. And all these plants, like calabrese and cauliflowers, these have really shot on since we've had a bit of rain. So hopefully they'll keep going. We have lost one there though, so I'll have to get that replaced. I dug these two sunflowers up out at greenhouse. They were getting a bit too big, unfortunately, so I thought, well, let's dig them up and we'll put them out here instead. This potato plant, for some reason, is starting to go really yellow. I'm not sure what's happening there, because it's got a mixture of green foliage and yellow. So whether it's coming near time to harvest, or whether there's something else wrong with it, I'm not sure. But let's have a look at that. So they're the Charlottes, and they've actually been in this tub since 10th of February. So maybe they're getting ready. We'll have to look at that this coming week. And that's why I dug those sunflowers up, because this leaf was underneath the big sunflower leaves. I've just left one in the bag there, and these beetroots, they were getting covered as well by the leaf, so they were getting moisture and then they were getting burnt in the sun. So I thought it's best if we give them a bit of breathing room and make sure we actually get something from these plants, because they have shot up with these little beetroot plugs that you'll probably remember on a previous video me putting in, and they were really tiny, but not anymore. So we've given this tomato plant a bit of breathing space now. And we've got these kale little seedlings what we've grown, so we need to think about where to put these as well, because they're not doing anything, just sat in these packs. And that's the curly kale scarlet. And French beans are now starting to make their way up these canes in space of a few days as well. And obviously that lettuce is still going mad. So far so good on French beans, but I have noticed a few's been munched at again, like there. Hopefully it'll get some new growth on. And I decided to take that net off these potatoes because they were getting a little bit restricted. As you can see, they're really bunched out now, and I've tied some string all the way around at different levels to try and keep them upright, because round here the wind always seems to blow them over mid-growth, and then it has an effect on your harvest later on. So hopefully we can keep them upright this year. And those Lychnis are now starting to come into flower. There's a purple one there as well. This is that area that we've just grassed as well. It's coming on quite well. Bit patchy, but we'll sort that out. This is what I wanted to show you. We've just got us first pea come on, and there's still plenty of flowers. So that's really good that we're just starting to get us first alderman peas, and we've just sown some more for later on in season. We've got some pansies here as well that's self-seeded from last year. 3 flowers. And these have also self-seeded. They're California poppies. Same as these ones here. And there's one that's just about to come into flower, and a few more pansies as well. And we don't often come down to this part of the garden, but we have still got some nice bits and bobs in here. We started this Sempervivum display across top at wall as well. And this lily has just started coming into flower. It's looking really well, that is. I think we might move some of these up to the beer garden area as well. And we've just potted this on. We had 3 of them at different sizes, so we've put them all in one pot. And that's those little T-Rexes that were propagated, so they're doing okay. They're slow growing, but at least they're still alive. And we've put loads of Lychnis in here as well, so we can have a display of white and purple flowers later in the year. And then we've just finished planting up this new strawberry bed, and we've mulched it all with the grass cuttings from the beer garden area, so that'll hold in moisture. That's really good. So it is a rainy day, unfortunately, today. It's not very warm either. We've dropped a few degrees to what it was previously. And although it is raining, we can still have a quick look round, see what's happening. And when you find a few things that you're putting on extra growth because of this rain, it kind of makes it seem justified. But I ain't finished today because we've got a lot of things going off down that end of the garden as well, which you've probably not seen before, as well as things growing and looking really healthy, and a couple of things not quite so healthy, which I'll investigate this coming week, and we'll try and find out what's wrong with that pot of Charlotte potatoes. But between now and then, I've got to get this greenhouse cleared up, and this is a perfect day to be doing something like that. And then I've got to resow some plants that haven't worked out quite as good as I thought they might. But if you want to see what we do later on through this week, then just hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and we'll see you at next update. You all take care. Thank you.